let's do a little meditation. Pete? Wait. Thanks. If you want to sign some more signatures for the fracking-free Colorado and getting us on the initiative and helping us basically change the Constitution and taking back, showing that we do not accept criminality and that this is a democracy and that we have vote over what happens. So if you want to sign that, there's a couple people here. Can you stand up briefly that would be able to help you or guide you? There you go. And thank you so much, everyone, for those that donated through our website. We raised about a little over $17,000 for that, so thank you very much. So take a deep breath. Breathe in the cosmos. Breathe in the possibilities of the future. Leave behind the past and really draw in that future sense. But make it present. Obviously, you are here and now. But your vibration can be influenced by all kinds of visualizations, times, places, dimensions. So draw into your present field of frequency that infinite vast expanse of the possibilities of an enlightened civilization and the joy and freedom and accessibility and love and harmony and sustenance and abundance that would bring for a unified people all around this planet, ready for interstellar absorption. Breathe that in, because it's so real. It's so already here, waiting to be unfolded by our empowered steps, by our choice to be in alignment with ourselves and to believe in this vision and to make that happen, because we can and because we want to and because everyone around the world deserves this reality. We are the privileged ones. Let's feel a little bit of responsibility just because we can, just because it's sweet. It's not unspiritual to care for those that you've never met before, for whom you can make a difference, to whom's collective consciousness you are hooked up, believe it or not. Cliche as it sounds, yes, we can contribute to the welfare, the well-being, the health, the joy in the life of the kids in Africa, to use a cliche example, or those in Taiwan, or those wherever, or adults, or elderly people. Everyone is just a loving being that tries their very, very best. And if you are finding yourself privileged and in a position of gratitude and grace and capacity to act and to vote and to do and to create and to speak out, then what could be more beautiful than to transcend your own bubble of personal development and take it one step further and extend your open heart, knowing confidently that you are already a free being, that you cannot be stolen from, that you cannot be deprived, that you do not need ultimately to be protected or defended. From this overwhelming sense of overwhelm, can you extend your heart? Can you see that not only is your life, but the life of the civilization, each individual that is part of this collective is yourself. It's literally exactly you. So responsibility, you see, care, true care, is actually one of the highest spiritual truths. And it doesn't have to come with burden. That's the mistake we've made before. It doesn't have to come with burden. It can come with a great sense of confidence, knowing that everything is okay, that everything is happening in perfect timing. And that even those that seem victimized around the world, including yourself at times perhaps, are still being guided, and that experience ultimately is still being chosen from a higher level of consciousness. And at the same time, we do not have to idle around and just say that everything is okay and perfect as it is, because we know that it is. But what if we can shine this light? And again, open our hearts so vastly, so widely, that it's no longer me that remains, but simply we. Do we not want joy and well-being for all people? And for the earth itself, which has so selflessly given her blood, her nervous system, her resources, her building materials, to the mass abuse of a confused people that she unconditionally loves and continues to love, almost to her own demise. Do we not owe to give back from our state of privilege and grace and gratitude and confidence and empowerment? Would it not feel good to make this life one that's in service of others, in service of this planet, and in service of the all? Would that not be the greatest gift you can give to your own enlightenment? To add to your own sense of already present awareness and capacity. More so than flying, more so than being famous, more so than being rich, more so than teleporting, more so than meeting with aliens. How gorgeous, how beautiful, how rewarding, how historically, permanently etched into the history of creation, rewarding would it be if you could help another human life achieve years of happiness, change the course of their life from confusion and lack to abundance and clarity. How rewarding would that be, to become so humble that to be of service is your highest joy for yourself. So breathe in that future vision of a bright civilization. Breathe it and feel it. Let it permeate your DNA. Let it permeate your cells and the infinite space in between each cell. And the infinite space within each cell. And the infinite space within that infinite space. Within that infinite space. Filled to the brimless brim with potential, potency, love, resources, inspiration, guidance, clarity, connection, satisfaction, gratification, well-being, generosity, overwhelm. Breathe that in. Become that embodiment. Soften the edges of your me, the me that never truly existed separately from any other me. Soften those edges. Soften those edges. Soften those insecurities, which is often what those edges are. Simple, innocent confusions regarding the nature of your being, of your consciousness, of your eternity. Having mistaken your consciousness, your eternity for flesh and blood. The appearance, the illusion of flesh and blood. How convincing it can be at times. But how illusory it is at all times. Even when you believe in it. You do not need to protect yourself any longer. You never had to protect yourself. Everything is created out of your own higher self energy. How could you need protection from yourself? Unless, of course, you deliberately misalign yourself with yourself. But I'm assuming nobody here desires to do so. So let's now deliberately align ourselves with our higher selves, realizing that what we perceive of as our physical bodies and environment and other people are reflections created out of our own higher energy. We cannot experience anything but our own energy. It's impossible. Everything we meet is the grand we. We are. The grand I am / we are. We exist. And we all navigate as these creatures that we have temporarily become. We all navigate and crave well-being, comfort, joy, connection, recognition. You already have that. You're already giving that to yourself. You already have an abundance of that. Why not edge? Soften your edge even more. Why not include even more? And see how powerful you are through that capacity to be of service. Breathe in the cosmic power that you are, the free will that you are. And believe in the future that you already believe in, that you already know is here for you and for all of mankind. This is our civilization. We are waiting for you. The we is waiting for the I am. When you care more about the whole than you do about yourself, you are free. You are free from personal concern. It's a shortcut. It's a hack hack into personal well-being is to stop caring about your personal well-being. And suddenly, quite instantly, you don't know what happened, what shifted, but you feel free. You feel powerful beyond measure. You feel fearless. Like you can face any kind of challenge for the right reasons. For the right reasons. And the right reasons always concern the greater benefit of all. Trust in yourselves, believe in yourselves, to be able to care less about yourselves so that you may find greater well-being. Ironically. The more the river focuses on itself, the more it becomes a polluted, nasty little pond. The more the river focuses on getting to the ocean and contributing to the all that there is, the more the river will pick up pace, pick up speed, keep itself clean in the process, and be free in its service to others, in its service to the all. Do not become a stinky little pond, from which there is no return other than to give, other than to start flowing. There's no spiritual teaching or teacher adequate, skillful enough to clean your stinky little pond. You gotta flow, it's the only way, especially at this timing, and we're forcing ourselves to the threshold to make that choice. Are we service to all / others, or are we service to self? Is this going to be a planet filled with stinky little ponds, where you have to watch your every step? Or is this going to be a lush, abundant, victorious planet, where rivers flow wildly, freely, cleanly, pristinely, creeks everywhere, flowing to the whole that is the ocean, being absorbed into the weather system, pouring back down upon itself, continuously recycling and renourishing itself? Will we contribute to this world? This is the only time you can do this. It is now or never. When this life is over, you will review yourself, with no judgment, but still with desire. And you will either be greatly satisfied, or greatly satisfied and still anxious for a little bit more lessons to be learned, a little bit more service to be committed to. But this life, this single life, can be your explosive exit out of this third density collective agreement. And it can become this ecstatic fourth density, service to others, service to all, oriented flow of possibility, where you don't have to forget anymore who you are. In fact, you'll only remember more and more, and it will add to your life, and it will add to your contribution to the evolution of the civilization and others. So give up on the insistence of the stinky little pond, and realize the benefit to yourself of breaking the dam that contains you and flooding into wherever that may lead you. Yes, you will not know where this goes quite yet. Yes, you will face many unknowns. But even the worst imaginable unknown will be more exciting than the best imaginable certainty that you have already experienced over and over and over again. So choose uncertainty. Choose risk. Take risk. Those that are bold will lead this planet into its new version. How exciting would it be if you could be a very high-level part of this, not only vibrationally from within your own bubble, but actionably be part of this new civilization, this new people-to-people, non-political movement that is your very own heart being of service to all that there is. How exciting. The opportunities you yet have to attract to yourself, that you've always known you wanted to attract to yourself, but have become skeptical of because all you know is the smell of your pond. And at some point you get so used to the stench that even minute little resolutions in the air feel like an amazing spiritual expansion. While really, there is no equal to flowing freely, to giving completely to all that there is. The way to become immortal is to become more than just a man, more than just a person. It is to become a symbol. It is to become a flow rather than a being, a person. Become a flow. Become generosity itself. Become the collective itself. Breathe in the empowerment to become this. Know that you already signed up to become this, otherwise you would not sit in this room at this very time on this earth. You know that you are here to give to great extent. You are here to give greatly of yourself. And the more you say yes to that, the less personal fears you'll have to work through. The more you give to others, the more burden is taken off of your back, off of your shoulders. The way to liberation is not through the self, as much as it is through the symbol of other self. It is a faster approach, my friends. It is a faster, cleaner approach. If only you are to commit to this great sense of generosity and service and capacity that is within you, you will instantly attain what it will take you 20 years of meditation to attain. The sense of empowerment and fearlessness and joy and being in the right place at the right time, connected to all that is, being able to draw upon the resources that make creation, the building blocks that make creation, will be instantly available to you. And even if you choose the path of 20 years of meditation through the self, at the end of those 20 years, when you've reached a sufficient level of vibration, you will realize the very same thing anyway, that all is yourself and there is no distinction, so you might as well overflow. And you cannot yet imagine the fresh air that will approach you instantly as you start flowing. The support that is given to you that you seek for your own personal reasons at present will be given to you automatically when you direct your focus to be of service. They will all be given to you, and it will never belong to you, but that's okay. You become an attributor of resources rather than an owner of a little patch of creation. You'll become a flow, a conduit, where giving and receiving becomes the same thing. Where giving is felt as receiving, and receiving is felt as giving. Harness the power of the universe by no longer making it about you. And instantly, the power that you seek, the abundance that you seek, the support that you seek, the finances that you seek, will flood in to help you support the greater good of all. All my love to all of you, from my heart directly to yours. Not that there is a difference. As the one beating hard, I salute you and I wish you all the best. And I thank you so much for contributing in the way of receiving this information today so that it may be given through you already. If you could see through my non-physical eyes at present, you would see that all of you, having received this information, even those not physically present, to me the way that looks and feels is literally like you being an intersection, a flow, a conduit, receiving light, receiving your own inspiration, allowing this meeting to be a permission slip for tapping into a higher potential, becoming the vision instead of the person having the vision. And I see this energy flowing through you all now. To be precise, flowing through your crown, into your being, into your body, into your heart, and from your heart, there's many, many pathways that perhaps you are unaware of that right now are leaking inspiration all over the place. Your pond is breaking open. Your stench is being cleansed. You are detoxifying yourself through being a receiver of this information, and because you are so open to receiving this information, you inevitably are giving this to the entire world as we speak. It is flowing from heart to universe, from heart to universe, from heart to universe. At the speed of light, in every heartbeat, and billions of times in between each heartbeat, you are sending out new creations, new vibrations, new inspirations, new visions, and you are attracting to the collective. You are helping visualize, for the sake of this collective, a new planet, a new enlightened civilization. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being open and receptive. For this allows you to give effortlessly. Take a deep breath and thank yourself for being this open, empty conduit. And thank this energy for flowing through you and cleansing you and empowering you and showing you a vision of your true self rather than a vision of your conditioned self. Become imagination. Non-local, non-physical, non-me, free, abundant, collective imagination. And feel that love being pumped through your body, out into this creation. See it, feel it, see it with your mind's eye, visualize it. It's right here, it's happening. This is a massive vortex being created right now with only 150 people. Imagine what we could do with 150,000. Imagine what we could do with 15 million. But never underestimate the infinite power to harness this universe resources and to bend space-time from a single, inspired, fearless, generous idea. You, single-handedly, can change this planet. Never forget that. Never forget that. Always feel this possibility. Take one more deep breath. And of course, many more after. But for the sake of this meditation, one more deep breath and thank yourself. Thank the collective, the sub-collective that has formed itself around all the viewers and participants of this meeting today. And thank you, Pete, for the beautiful music. Thank you all.